Okay, good morning everybody. I'd just like to give you a very brief overview of what is happening in London, why the London Hydrogen Partnership and the Mayor feels that London is an important place to invest for hydrogen and fuel cells, and why we want to make London an early adopter and a global centre. So just a little bit of context first. Obviously most of you will be very familiar of what happens in London. But I think some of the important things to focus on, it's one of the largest city-based GDPs in Europe. It's a high focus for international visitors, and I think that was demonstrated during the Olympics. Major conurbation in its own right, 7.8 million residents, and it has, which is unique to the UK, its own administrative control under the Mayor of London, which is my boss, Greater London Authority. And then we cover housing, planning, environment, health, transport, policing, fire and ambulance, and culture. So a little bit of context of why London is ready to be an investment centre for hydrogen. I think fundamentally the London population is growing, which is different to many other or some capitals in the rest of Europe. Increased by 800,000 people over the next 5 years. And with that comes increasing demand for energy, transport, housing, improved quality of life, green space, etc. Some of the transport and traffic challenges that we're facing, and some of you may have experienced, but hopefully not today. 23.8 million trips made on the average London day. Private car transport predominates in the outer London area, but public transport, walking and cycling dominates in the inner. Over 1 billion passenger journeys per year by London Underground, and over 2.2 billion bus journeys per year, which has all got an energy demand. In terms of air quality, London does have failing EU air quality standards like most other capitals in the rest of Europe, and it is a quantifiable cause of death, which is an issue for us, and one of the major sources of that is vehicles, particularly within the centre of London. So what is our approach to addressing some of these challenges? We've got a number of strategies that the Mayor owns. The London Plan, which is a spatial development strategy. Mayor's transport strategy. The one that I'm involved in closely is the energy and climate change, air quality, economic development, and also waste, which links to our hydrogen agenda as well. So in terms of hydrogen in London, what do we want to achieve? We want to make London a leading early adopter of hydrogen and fuel cell technologies, and we believe this will bring economic, social and environmental benefits to the city. The London Hydrogen Partnership was created as a formal City Hall, industry and stakeholder group. Why was it formed? It was formed to exploit the opportunities that some of you have heard about this morning. And we believe that the hydrogen and fuel cell sector can be a key enabler for job creation, investment, and to create an economically thriving low-carbon London. It's at the heart of London's energy policy objectives, and it also fundamentally contributes to London's sustainability, livability, and why we want people to come and invest and move to London. So what have we been doing so far? We've been delivering a number of transport-related projects. Some of these have been groundbreaking in their nature, and we've been trying to increase the sector's profile amongst UK government, including Technology Strategy Board, businesses and Londoners alike. London already has 5 hydrogen fuel cell buses, and that's due to increase to 8 in the new year on the RV1 route, which is running through a heavily used route in central London. And the experience so far with those buses, that they hold great environmental impact potential. They've met the service standards that are very rigorous in terms of being out there on London streets on a daily basis. Some of the other things that we've been doing around transport, we're involved in a European project called High-Tech Hydrogen Transport in European Cities. During the Olympics, we had 5 London black fuel cell taxis driving around London's streets. They covered 2,500 miles, 111 VIP journeys, during that period. And probably two of our most important VIP guests in the taxis was Arnold Schwarzenegger and Barbara Windsor, including Mr Johnson as well. We're looking to bring 5 fuel cell scooters and they'll be used by the Met Police, and also up to 20 fuel cell passenger cars in 2013. And we've been having very productive discussions with Toyota and Hyundai about bringing those vehicles to London. And also we're looking to, as part of the high-tech project, a new refuelling station opened at Heathrow, which was used to fuel the taxis and will be publicly accessible in the future. In terms of stationary power, there's a large number of stationary projects underway. And the first fully commercial, non-subsidised system was installed in London in 2008, and that's still the largest to my knowledge at the moment anyway. We're also looking at trying to support domestic CHP units as well, due to the benefits that were discussed earlier this morning as well. And again, we're involved in a European project to try and support those. And I think just as the cost of grid electricity continues to rise, the conversion efficiencies and the environmental gains that you get from stationary hydrogen power is significant. So in terms of where are we going next, we want London to be a key launch market for the OEM hydrogen vehicles in 2015. I think UK H2 Mobility is mapping out the direction in which that will happen, and many of our partners within the London Hydrogen Partnership sit on the UK H2 Mobility Board, and City Hall and Boris Johnson also wants to get more actively involved in UK H2 Mobility as well. So I think we're at a tipping point for hydrogen in the city. Okay, some of the planned projects that are currently happening. We've secured money from the Fuel Cell and Hydrogen Joint Undertaking, which is a European Union funded initiative to bring some baggage tugs to Heathrow Airport, which is London's busiest airport. Micro CHP units that I mentioned before, up to 150 of these deployed in and around London's homes. We've also put in for 3 new bids for this year. One is to produce green hydrogen from London's waste, using some of the technology that was described earlier. New fuel cell vehicle fleets into London as well, and this will be investment of up to €35 million, and also portable power units for field service activities. Again, a €4 million investment. But we've also secured money from the Technology Strategy Board to add to the fleets, and a new refuelling station which we're hoping to locate within Zone 1 or 2. So really trying to create a new network of refuelling that's dispersed east, west, north, south. And finally, I'd just like to say that we also are working with London schools, trying to educate and inform London school pupils around hydrogen, because they are going to be the scientists, the technologists and the users of hydrogen in the future. So we feel this is very important for them to understand this technology, and also buy into the benefits of it, and to understand how it will shape their lives in the future. So I'm happy to take questions obviously at the end, or if anyone wants to get in contact with me, then my details are up there.
Yeah, we'll take questions at the end. Okay.